Well, FLX Wienery, or just the Wienery, is really a restaurant concept that my wife and I came up with and opened about 2 years ago up here. Really, the target of the whole place is to act kind of as a local hangout spot. You know, it's super casual, super simple, but done with a lot of love and a lot of care. So, hot dogs, hamburgers, French fries, but sort of with a lot of energy and a lot of passion. So, super simple stuff, fun little wine list, fun little beer program, you know, and ultimately really kind of designed to be a locals place. So, place for all the wineries to hang out, place for people that come and taste maybe wines that aren't necessarily available here in the Finger Lakes all the time, or beers that aren't always around. So, you know, for me, focusing on red wines as a winery is really, it's a personal choice. It's something I want to do, not to make any say, not to say anything about what other people do or whether I love Riesling or not. It's really just, I think that for us, with our concept of really trying to work to push the expectations of what the Finger Lakes can do, for the idea of really trying to push people's mindset of what's possible here. I think there's so much great Riesling already happening here. There's so many producers that are just doing a stunning job. I mean, we talked about Ravines earlier and Weimer earlier, and those guys are killing it. But also, you know, a lot of new guys like Bellwether and, you know, some of the stuff that Steve Shaw's doing, and all these guys are just doing really cool things with Riesling. And I'd love to be a part of that, but I feel like I can have a much bigger influence on sort of the future perception of what's possible here by working on other things. And personally, I love the style of red wine that's here, and I think that historically, people still don't necessarily associate it with the Finger Lakes. I still think that there's maybe this sort of stigma in people's minds that the Finger Lakes can't produce great red wine, and I think that that's completely wrong. So that's really been a big part of my focus, is really trying to prove that we can stand proud and stand strong, and that our wines don't need to be good for New York wine or good for the Finger Lakes. Our red wine is good wine. It's good wine that can stand with wine from anywhere else. So it's a big part for me.